We've been married for 10, going on 11 years. We met in high school, so we're high school sweethearts. We have 3 kids now. Our oldest is 3, and then we have an 18-month-old, and then Rhett, who is 4 months. We first found out we were pregnant with Rhett almost a year ago, and it was a complete surprise. We weren't planning him. The pregnancy was pretty easy. I mean, it was just normal tiredness, occasional like food aversions, but nothing out of the ordinary.
We had everything lined up. It was a week past when she was due. We went to the hospital, got checked in. Everything seemed normal. The midwife came in and said that the baby was probably ready to come out. So she wanted Larissa to roll over on her back. I looked at her face and I could tell her face was changing colors. Her tongue kind of got stuck in between her teeth, and I could tell she was having a hard time breathing. So I told the midwife and the nurse that I don't think she's breathing very good. And then her eyes rolled in the back of her head. And that's when it all exploded. I was kind of pushed to the back in shock, really. I had no idea what was going on.
What happened is I had an amniotic embolism, which is where the amniotic fluid enters the mother's bloodstream. And every woman that experiences it, their bodies react differently. And so for me, I seized up.
So I went and talked to the OB. He said he hadn't seen anything like that in 15 years. And the last time he did see it, it was fatal. It was hard because I didn't know how to tell my daughters that their mom wasn't going to come home. Every night I'd go and sit with one of my buddies or one of her friends, and we would talk and pray, and they would bring me food. And we have really good friends here, a really good community of friends, and that was extremely evident through all this. Literally from California to Georgia, we had people praying for us, and it was very evident that God was in control. Larissa, day after day, got better and better. When she first woke up, the first thing she asked was where I was and where Rhett was, and that's when the doctor told me that she was going to come out of the woods, because she should have been brain dead, basically, is what he told me, because of everything that she went through and how her brain was possibly without oxygen from starting labor until she came out. I think it was day 3.
God's hand was in every moment of the entire situation. I fully believe that. And just so many details that came together, and the team that was there at the hospital right as they needed to be, just all of these details that I think could be seen as coincidences, and I know that they're not. I know that prayer works, but then to have experienced it personally, to know that so many friends and family were praying for us, but then their friends and family who don't even know us, like complete strangers, it just impacted me. That now when people ask me to pray, it's something that I want to stop and I want to do right then, because I don't want to let that moment pass. And I think that puts it into perspective of taking it off of us and giving it to God. And in our situation, like I said, it was completely out of our hands. There's absolutely nothing that either one of us could have done to save my life. And I fully believe that, God gifted the doctors and the nurses to be able to do that. But knowing that we were in a situation where we had zero control and God had it all, and there were people who were praying for the outcome that happened, it's just amazing to be a part of that. And I don't want to miss that opportunity to ask God to be there for someone else.